Hello, I'm Skid, and today I'm going to be giving you a look at Hydroneer. This game came out last year in May, is currently on version 1.7, and we will quickly go over multi-monitor support. It's made in Unreal Engine 4, so it has the usual issue of it being vertical minus by default. If you pop on over to your app settings, local, and then a folder called mining, and then configuration, Windows, and edits the Engine.ini file, you can put in the constraint aspect ratio to Y FOV, and that will fix it. There'll be details about this in the video description, and I will have also put it on screen in text because it's easier to see in text than it is to explain it. But yes, it does all work. Note that this will extremely extend the FOV. The default FOV in this game is set to 100 in order to bring it down so that it's the right FOV for what it started at. Just pull the two FOV sliders all the way down to 70, and this gives you roughly what you'd expect if you was running it at 1080p without having switched the FOV constraint. So, let's get into this game. I know almost nothing about it. I've viewed the short tutorial. I don't know what any of these buttons do. Maybe they're saves? Cloud saves? Local saves? Must be. But let's start a new game. Are you sure you want to start a new game? Slot 9 will be overwritten. Yes. Okay. That is too slow. So let us quickly tweak the look sensitivity. I do appreciate that these are on separate sliders. This is important because some games handle the mouse sensitivity based upon the screen size, which can result in the vertical and the horizontal being that feels better. Can result in the vertical and horizontal words can result in the vertical and horizontal mouse movement speed to be effectively 1 to 3, which can make it very hard to control. There was the last game I played that had that issue. It was Starbase? I think it was Starbase. I think that's the name of the game. But anyway, we get next to no instruction in this, so you do want to be looking at the tutorial or the quick tutorial. It only gives you a basic amount. That's where I can buy stuff. Yep, just a place I can buy stuff. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. If I go quiet for a second, it's because I could not resist the sneeze. But from what they say, basically there's a minimal user interface. So you can see there is pretty much no HUD. The only HUD there is if you pick up an item. You won't be able to see this in 21:9 because it will be cut off, but on the far lower left you have a basic bit of information about what the item you're holding is. The green circle on the ground will tell you where you're going to put that if you put it down, and then there is another button. Which one was it? I should have paid more attention. There is a button that changes the way that you can position things. But I can't up here, or it doesn't look like I can find it. What was it? Disadvantage of this particular type. Interactive vehicles, rotate, drop, interact, crouch. Don't know. Anyway, to start off, we need to be making ourselves some money. So basically this is a very much a sandbox game. What we want to be doing to start off with, put it down. So we have here 4 items. We have a bucket, we have a pan, and we have a brush. The brush used with pan to scrub through dirt and water to find resources. The pan filled with water and dirt Use brush to scrub for resources. Let's fill it with water. bring it over here. Bucket stores resources, coins, water and dirt. Digs dirt into a bucket and then pour into a pan. The deeper you dig, the better the resources. We need the bush. We own this cart, don't we? We do. A single gold ore can be melted in a crucible, a bar, or sold to a jeweler. Controls feel a little clunky, but it may just be that they're just going to take a little bit of getting used to. So we'll look at our map. Where are we? I assume we're the blue dots. Ember Cradle. Yeah. Two bits of gold. Oh, there's also something else there we got. What's this? Iron ore? Iron ore, yeah. I think I could potentially leave this stuff in the pan. Let's leave this stuff in the pan and see if we can... Oops, I didn't want to pull the cart. Can I turn around? How do I turn? Tank controls is how we turn. We have to be moving for... That's a little irritating. If you press back or backwards and D, you turn to the right.
Huh? Huh?
Apparently we can't drop it there. Can I leave these in here while I process another lot? Nope, they just phased through. Maybe we can if we give them chance to settle.
Huh?
Wrong button. Can you put it in the bucket, please? Thank you. We have a minimal amount of stuff in here, but let's take it over somewhere to sell it. See how much all of this is worth. So, from what they said, the nearest place to sell all this stuff is up at the top here. And then we'll have a look and see what we can buy. So we plop it down here. 71. What else do we have up here? Here's the stock market. So we can sell specific stuff there, presumably for a better price some of the time. Doesn't appear to be anything else up here. Fair enough. Let's take our small amount of money. Over to the shop. See what we can get. Bed for sleep until morning. World map, we already have one of these. Construction hammer. Hit place down items to lock them down. No more picking them up by accident. Mining helmet. Head-mounted lighting device, press Q. Inlet water pipe. Cork, placed at the end of a pipe. Valve. Water T-pipe. Elbows. Lighting post. Small furnace, placed down to use, can heat up crucibles into can heat up crucibles and bars for crafting. Crucibles, casting mold. So it did explain the basics of crafting, which is what this is all for. We need a fair bit more money though. We could buy a fishing pole. This game has fishing. Improved shovels. Used to dig terrain fast or split dirt in half. More lanterns. More buckets. More pans. Grinding stone for gems. Let's get a fishing rod. Is there anything else we can reasonably buy? Improved shovels are too much. No, so let's just buy the fishing pole. I was hoping I could carry it in here, apparently not. Okay, let's drop this over here. And then go grab our fishing pole. Let's have a look at this. Presume it's just standard, wait for it to go under, and then press. Yep. Let's get pan or a bucket. Apparently, if you can get things in here, they stay in there. No, I think we're going to have to take that fish with this thing. That's annoying the way that works. I wanted it to snap me to the direction it was facing. Perfectly well organised. I have no idea what the value of these fish are. Oops. Let's poke our nose around a little. Invisible walls. Invisible walls are just unclimbable. Nope, invisible walls. We may go no further. So we'll have a look, we'll catch a few more fish and then we'll have a look around the map to see what else there is. Because this is obviously listed as a rank 1 pole, which implies that there are better fishing poles. Oh, I think it's in. It might not stay there, but I think it counts as in. I imagine these little fish are not worth much at all. Oh, that was a sharp save spike.
Huh? Huh?
In you go, fish. Stay in. Getting all these fish back out when I want to sell them is going to be a pain. Stay in the cart. Okay, let's get all the little fish in here because we know they will go in there. Okay, now it's stuck in there. Fairly sure that's not how that works. There we go. I think that's got him. That everything? It is. Okay. We'll grab the map on the way back down. Sell our fish. Definitely feels like this is supposed to be a much more chill game. So less satisfactory, more... Oh, it's worth a bit. Less satisfactory, more, what's it called? Slightly more on the Minecraft vein. Hey, we can do that. Let's go a-wandering and grab our map on the way down. Performance-wise, it's not great. We're running at 60 frames per second with this kind of level of graphics. Take our lamp with us. And see. That doesn't look right. Can you see that? Okay, so we're at Ember Cradle. That must be this shop over here. We have 100, so we probably have something that we can buy from there.
Huh?
Random pedestals. What's over here? Just a tower. Fishing spot by the looks of it. Is this another town or another shop? It is another town. There's a market. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, but alright, there's actually a... I entirely ignored the bottom right-hand part of this map. Yeah, that's stock markets. So stores are cogwheels. So there is a store here. I imagine we can fish in the pond. Ah, here's the store. What do these guys sell? Tool bags, repair damage, ram drills, harvesters, Goliaths, and filters to full health, spanners, repairs damage, so just repairs, water pipe filter, conveyors and filtered water. Conveys and filters water by 20%, decreasing water pressure by 2%. Takes damage. Fishing pots. Constructing water to catch fish. There's fishing pole. Rod rack for storing rods. So not a whole lot to buy from here. We left our cart back at our base. By the looks of it, there is another way out of here. Okay. Land for sale. Drek Quarry. Maldews Aquifer. South Hope. Over the bridge. So let's see, I'm assuming... Stock market here somewhere. There it is. I wonder if these update on a daily basis, as in in-game daily basis. Let's have a look at Bridgeport, because it looks like there's 2 more stores over there. Road? What road? Scrapyard. Itchy cart. Wooden cart, wooden cart. Fast wooden cart. Agile wooden cart. Power and logic. Furniture. Conveyor nation. Single conveyor barriers. Conveyor centralizer. conveyor splitter. Vertical conveyor belt, left conveyor belt, right conveyor belt. Shreds dirt, chunks into small pieces. Higher water pressure improves speed. Used to move resources around the base. So basic automation. Scales. Saw cuts metal bars clean in half. Fancy magnet on a staff. Attracts resources in a large area. Pickaxe. Improved shovels. Another map. Compressor. Compressors uncut, regular or composite gems. Funnel. Funnels things. Smelter. Smelts ores and bars. So I think this specifically is a automated version of the crucible and the small furnace. Harvester. Breaks small chunks of dirt into resources. Bigger yields with better water pressure. Gets damage from unfiltered water. Dynamic auto vortex inclusion disruptor. Shard powered device which duplicates dirt from nearby. Ram drill. Breaks small chunks of dirt into resources. Ram's thing, or Ram's top level dirt. Works faster with better water pressure. Goliath drill. More automation stuff we can't afford. Basic building stuff by the looks of it. Roofs, paints, walls, floors. Stuff for building a house. Jewelers. Okay, let's follow the neon sign then. Oopsie daisy. I think this was the last thing on our map. Power workshop. Logic mini nuke. Logic explosives. LegX. Place remove, support legs for logic cables and power lines. Delay logic cable. Flip logic cable. Diode logic cable. Subtractor. Bigger than. Plus. Comparator. Logic counter. So actual automation, logic smelter. Straight power lights. Pressure booster, that's expensive. Powered intake. Interesting. Interesting. Let's have a look at this. I don't think it is anything. Tool bag, seen this stuff before. Workbench, this is new. Create various items, place blueprints or blueprint on the block. Use with screwdriver, bars must be hot. These are our blueprints by the looks of it. Requires sword. Candle blueprint. There's a fair bit of depth to this. Okay. Let's get ourselves back to... Ooh. We didn't see this store when we... Did we run past this? No, we came over the roof, didn't we? Wait, are you really going to charge me for my own map? Oh no, that's just how much this thing is. Doesn't tell me what I'm looking at though. Although I'm guessing that's some kind of harvesting device. And given that this and this and this all look the same but are different prices, I imagine this is just a basic vehicle and then some faster vehicles of different colours. Okay, let's get ourselves back to where we left our cart. And then I will start digging my way. Get myself some money. Do we want to do it digging or do we want to do it fishing? We got more money quicker doing fishing. I suppose we don't need that much more to get smelting unlocked. We have half the resources for that already. Okay, we left our cart over here. We didn't actually take it that far, did we? Oh no, maybe, I think we took it all the way up to town. Did we bring it back down again? We did, it's sitting right here. Okay. We have 100, let's keep our money in one place. I don't think 100 is enough to get all of this stuff. We could get a furnace. We might be able to get a furnace and a crucible, but we don't have... We wouldn't be able to make a mold. We'd need this, this, and this as a minimum in order to be able to do something. Because that would let us make metal bars. Okay, let's get our shovel out.
Huh? Huh?
Yeah, that wasn't what I was aiming at. I shouldn't have put everything in here. That's not helpful. Neither is that. Oh well. What good is having the drop arrow if it doesn't actually drop straight on that arrow? No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the bucket. Give me the bucket. Thank you. No, I didn't want that again. Give me the bucket. I'm not a big fan of this interaction system. It is way too easy to not get what you're after. Getting a lot of iron ore at the minute. No gold this time. I'm not entirely sure how deep that hole now goes. There we go, we got some gold that time. Just making sure that none have dropped out. Is this all? I do have to pick it up if I want to have a look at it. Yeah, it does look entirely iron and gold. Let's get one more and then we'll go sell it and see if that's enough to start smelting stuff down. Okay, let's take this up top. Okay, that should be enough to at least start smelting ores down. Let's just drop that down here, get our coin, drop the coin on the other coins. Put them into there. So we need a small furnace. We need a crucible to melt the ore, and we need casting mold. We have enough. We have 34 spare. Anvil and thing are going to cost a bit too much. Okay, I see. Oh, wood foundations. A wooden foundation for building on. Try that again, please. Try that again, please.
Huh?
There we go. Can I put that in there for safekeeping? Can I put that in there for safekeeping? Can I carry the entire lot of this? No. Worth a try. Let's get the foundations first. Although I think I may need a tool to actually be able to build this. Oh, they're that kind of foundation. So we're going to need a few more of these.
Huh?
How much money do we have left? It was 30 something. So we can get 1, 2, 3, 4,
Huh?
5. This isn't going to be enough room for plonking all that stuff on. At least I seriously doubt it. And these are made of wood, so I wonder if I can burn them down or burn them by doing this. So, left click to light it. Let's put it there for now. Okay, let's get ourselves some ore. Suppose one of the first things you probably should get is an inlet pipe. Ooh, shiny. Shard, Mysterious Crystal, used to power pressure tanks. Let's get a bit more than just one piece of ore.
Huh?
No, that's just put it on the ground. Apparently that was a bad idea. I think that's fixed it. Yep, that fixed it. We got another shard for our trouble though. Am I stuck in this hole?
Huh? Huh? Huh?
There we go. We are making a mess. Might start skipping stuff in a bit. Let's get this stuff processed. Not strictly speaking what I meant to do. Not hot enough or not enough gold? There's our ore. Don't worry, this is perfectly safe. Maybe we have to leave it for a fair bit longer? Heats iron, gold, cutting ore and shards. Place inside to produce bars. pour into a mold when melted. Well, while we wait for that, that is a tiny bar. That is not a full-size bar. Did it melt them all? Can we put that tiny bar back into here and then melt it down with a bunch more to make a bigger bar? Okay, we will be right back. We're going to get ourselves a bunch more of this stuff. And that click was me opening up a pen so that I could write down the timestamp to save me editing trouble later. Okay, we'll be right back. Or we may accelerate through this. One of the two. Okay, we have a bucket full of gold and a bucket full of iron. Or at least partially full. So let's see how much this all makes. That little arrow that says this is going to drop here is nowhere near accurate enough. I didn't give it enough time to settle. Okay. So that will make a noise when it's done. In the meantime, that's not what I wanted. There needs to be a, what do they call it? An aura around some of these items so that you don't or can't accidentally click things. So if you're going for the fishing rod, there should be an aura around the fishing rod so that, because it's so thin, it's more, or it gives more leeway as to what you're clicking on as to whether or not you pick it up. And a similar sort of thing should be done for the, oh, what's it called? A similar sort of thing should be done for the pans and things. Because way too often I've clicked the things in the pans when I was after the pans themselves. Something you'll probably get used to, it's a little clunky. We're just waiting for the gold to smelt. What we'll probably do is turn that in, see how much money we get, and then I will pause the recording there, go make myself a bunch more money, and see if I can't get some basic automation set up. Why did that not make a noise this time? Oh, we made one big bar, bigger than the mold. That looks like that was all of the stuff that we had. Yeah, because that's in the middle, but... Well, that doesn't look like it's in the middle, but it is actually in the middle, sitting there. Whereas that looks like it's in the middle, but it hit the edge. Let's get our fish. Stay in, stay in. There must be a way to get this fish to stay in the pan. Maybe not just because of the size of the fish. Okay, we'll put all the small fish in the pan because they will stay in there. There we go, it actually made a noise this time. I'm wondering if I can drop it in such a way that it doesn't bounce out. Don't think it's gonna happen. Worth a try. There we go, we've got 2 bars. Well, let's get our panfish. Put the bars in there as well. Take this lot to the shop. See how much we made. $300 odd. Let's drop that out. Okay, so the fish are worth that. I wonder how big you can make the bars, or whether you can make more than 1 bar. That's actually enough money to start making stuff with the bars. Is this mine? We do start with a tractor. It's not a particularly fast tractor. Let's quickly sell that fish just so that we have everything sold. Did we put the money in here? Kind of. So this fish is worth 18. Okay. $448. Construction. Oh yeah, that's just to stop us from picking up things like foundations. We already have a world map. Inlet pipe, 1 stop valve, couple of water pipes, get an anvil,
Huh?
blacksmithing hammer. Probably too much. Oh no, we can spend another 50. We could use the grinder. Actually, we've only got 3 gems at the minute. It's probably not worth it. Okay, so let's see about this. There is a reason I grabbed all this stuff. I should have brought my cart over here. We're not going far. Just get it out of the shop. Okay. So the reason for this madness is quite simple. That working? That's working, good. This may not be enough pipe. Can't dig this stuff, damn it. Yeah, that's not enough pipe. We need more pipe. Can we get a couple more bits of pipe? You can probably tell what I was attempting to do at this point anyway. There we go. Now we don't have to keep going back to there. Or now we don't have to keep picking it up more accurately. Let's drop you on there. That'll do. That did fill up. Wasn't quite what I was after doing. Not get ourselves stuck down there. Okay, what I'm going to do now... do we have enough? Just so we have somewhere to sit the pan. There we go. Okay, so I am going to pause this recording here. We shall play a bit more. Well, I shall play a bit more. I shall get a bit further along. I forgot to do something with our fish. Yeah, I'll play a bit more, get a bit further along, get some more money, and then we'll come back once we've probably got enough for some conveyor belts or at least some sort of automation, something along those lines. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, it's 4 hours later and we are back. We have built a basic automation machine. So what we have here is a, I forget the name of this thing, but this thing basically mines chunks of mud or rock from the top surface, or from the top level, so it doesn't get particularly rare resources. Puts it onto this belt, which will then condense or try to move the item towards the center. This crusher will then make the bits of rock that come out smaller. It comes up here, goes through a filter. This then processes it as if I had done it through the bucket, or not bucket, the pan with water and a brush. That'll kick it out into here. This will go through a sorter. Gold will get thrown out into the back into this crucible, and everything else will land in there. Working on the assumption this actually works, because I slightly modified it since the last time I tested it. Oh, there goes the lock. The items are missing the bucket, but it is in fact working. Let's try and get the bucket back in place. There we go. And hopefully we're getting gold in there. Looks like it. Excellent. So this is in fact working. Now, if my guess is correct, what I can also then do, if I had a longer conveyor, can I just right click on the belt? I can just right click on the belt. So while it's still doing it manually, I can of course just do this. Which, if I had started doing this earlier, would have saved me a little bit of time. Oh dear, I think this thing broke. Now, one of the issues with these things is it's either broke or it's on its way to break. Because we're not filtering the water yet, you remember we saw those water filter things, then these things are going to slowly break. But we have a large amount of stuff in there, getting a decent amount of stuff in there. Shouldn't be too much. We should be able to, or even with us not running these optimally, we should still be making a profit. But anyway, this game seems fairly chill. I think it's more akin to approach this slightly more like Minecraft than anything else, rather than Satisfactory or that sort of game. So yeah, very laid back. I believe it's made by a single developer. It wasn't that much when I bought it. I think it was £8 on Steam. But yeah, it's an interesting little game. If you want something to do in the background while you're watching YouTube, could work. If you just want something that's nice and chill, then could work for that as well. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Won't make this video much longer than it needs to be, because I have just spent the last 4 hours getting all of this stuff ready. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show, and hopefully I will see you next time. Cheerio.